Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. Welcome back, y'all. Today we are continuing our Enterprise D build. I'm having so much fun with this one, and we have issue 4. We got pack 4 today. So let's go ahead and take a look at what came with it, and then we'll get started on this build. Alrighty, first and foremost, pack 4 comes with a special gift. We've got this, rather large organizing container here. You can use it for screws, spare parts, whatever it is that you want to throw in here. Lots of little cabinets and stuff to put it in. So this will be very useful as this build continues. That's awesome. Alrighty, so here are the parts we get with stage 11. As you know, each issue has 4 stages. So let's kick things off with the first one here. We've got upper skeleton 2. We got left rear windows, left rear window deflector, and then we've got rear window light 1 and rear window light 2, along with some screws. Alright, we're going to kick things off with the lights. So, we're going to take the back of the battle bridge, flip this thing, or battle section I should say, flip this thing over, and first thing we're going to do is take the windows, we're just going to fit them in place, just like that. Then we're going to take the window backing. I'm going to do a little test fit just to make sure everything's nice and neat. Look at that, that looks gorgeous. Alright, now, you may have noticed there are 2 little slots here. That's for these lights. However, we're going to do, each light comes with a pair, or I should say each string comes with a pair, and we're going to be using both on here, 1 light from each. The longer of the 2, rear window lights 2, is actually going to go in the bottom, like this. And then, I don't think it matters, but in the instructions, it's the one with the black and gold cable. And then for 1, which will go into the top, it's the green and yellow cable. So let's go ahead and get those puppies in place. And once we've got everything aligned, there are 4 BP screws to hold it in place. All right, should look like that when you're done. Let's pull out our little test kit here. We'll plug these cables in and make sure it's all working good. Look at that. That looks gorgeous. All right, so I think we're good here for now. Let's unplug these and we can move on to the next step. All right, next up, we're going to bring out the skeleton, the upper skeleton 2 here. And it's basically going to line up just like this on the skeleton frame that we have done thus far. And we've got 4 BM screws that are going to go in there to hold it in place. And there you go. Now this skeleton is looking spectacular, and just look at the size of this thing. And we've got this done, and we're done with stage 11. Let's see what stage 12 has in store. Alright, stage 12 here has 2 skeletal support A's and 2 skeletal support B's. And we've got the right rear windows and the right rear window reflector, along with some screws. And you guessed it, we're going to start things with putting the windows in, and this is going to go in exactly like it did for the left, and we're going to be using the other lights here. So top cable here will go into the top on here, bottom, basically exactly the same. And we're going to be using BP screws to hold the backing in. So let's go ahead and get all that done. All right. Look at that. Now, we're going to test again. Make sure everything's good. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and plug the upper ones in too. I just kind of want to see. Okay, y'all, come on. You gotta admit, that looks awesome. That looks incredible. Oh, I hope the rest of it, oh, I can't wait to see everything together. That just looks amazing. All right, cool. Well, that takes care of that part. Let's see what else is in store in stage 12. All right, to finish off stage 12, we've got our A and B supports here. Larger ones go towards the back, towards the center here, with the skinnier ones going just one further in, just like this. We're gonna do it on both sides this time to prep this thing for continued expansion. We're gonna use 4 BM screws per side to make this happen. So let's go ahead and get them in. All right, look at that. Awesome. And with these lights and that done, we are finished with stage 12 and we are ready to move on to 13. We are just cooking here. All right, here are the parts we get with stage 13. We have upper skeleton 1. We have main impulse engine. We've got main impulse engine reflector. That doesn't look very reflective, but okay. We will see, I suppose. Actually, it says reflector 1. So maybe there's another one? I don't know. And a few screws. All right, we're gonna kick things off by bringing out the back of the battle section again. And we've got a nice big hole right there. And we've got our main impulse engine right here. And that impulse engine is just gonna slide in, just like this. Ooh, that is a tighter fit than I thought. There it goes. All the way in. And then we've got 3 screw holes here, which we'll have to line up with the posts. Boom, look at that. Look at that, that looks great just as it is. All right, and we're gonna use 3 DP screws to hold it in place. All right, there we go. All nice and secured, ready to rock and roll. The reflector will not be used in this stage. Who knows, maybe the next one. I guess we'll find out. But for now, we're gonna bring the skeleton back out here. And this time around, we're going on the right side. So this is gonna come in, line up just like so. And we're gonna use 4 more BM screws to hold it in place. All right, look at that. Man, this thing is getting really big. I mean, it's got some weight to it, but it's still pretty light, but it does have some weight to it at this point. And just look at the size. This is beautiful. And we're done with stage 13. So let's see what stage 14 has to say. All right, here are the parts we get with stage 14. We have us, upper skeleton 6. We got main impulse reflector 2. That's, I've left it in the plastic, but it's just this little clear plastic thing here. Reflector 3, which is this one. And the main impulse engine light, which is this right here. And a mess of screws. All right, this time around, we're gonna kick things off with what we all know is coming. A skeleton. So we're going to take skeleton piece 6 here. It's going to line up this time on the left side, just like that. and 4 more BM screws to hold it in place. And there we go. Look at the skeleton now. I can't wait. I really can't wait. But now we can move on. Okay, time to start working on the main impulse engine here. I don't even know where to begin with this one. Okay, let's start here. We've got main impulse reflector 2, and that's going to slot into reflector 1 that we got in the last issue. It is kind of angled on the sides. The narrow end goes in first. So basically just going to slot it in just like that. And then this, again, narrow end first, is going to slot in here, just like that. Boom. All right, now we're going to whip out some BP screws. We need 2 of them. All right, and what we're going to do, we're going to take reflector 3. Notice there's this kind of gaping area, and then there's a more solid one. Okay, there's a pin on this side. That's going to slot into this hole here, just like this. And then we're going to use actually 1 BP screw to go into that hole and hold it in place. All right. I don't like the amount of force I had to use to get this in, but it is in. You know what? I don't feel safe, so I'm going to pull out the tester here. Let's make sure the light is actually working. All right, it has been tested. Light is working. We'll put the BP screw back. Okay, time to pull out the CP screws. Now we need 2 of these. All right. What's going to happen here is we're going to line this thing up. There are 2 screw holes right here. And just line those up just like this. We use these CP screws to hold it in place. Should look like that when you're done. And now it's testing time. And there it is. Look at that. Just for giggles, I plugged in all of these lights as well, so that we can get an idea of what this thing is going to look like. And what a beautiful piece. And I forgot to plug one in. Oh my. Well, let's take care of that, shall we? Let's get an actual picture of what this is going to look like. Much better. There we go. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful piece when it's done. Well, that combined with our frame and of course the free gift, woohoo, is the end of issue 4. I am loving this build so far. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.